Today we're talking about discounts and markups. A discount is when there's a decrease in the original price of an item. So when a store puts an item on sale or on clearance, there might be a decrease in the original price. A markup is an increase from what the store pays to the selling price. So a store might pay a certain amount for a product, but since they want to make a profit, they're going to charge their customers more. So they increase that price. That's called a markup. So let's start by trying to find a sale price, a discount. So here we've got some shorts, and these shorts are 25% off. So we want to know if the original price is $35, what is the sale price going to be? There's two different methods that we can use to find our sale price. So the first method would be to first find the discount. So I know that it's going to be 25% off, and I need to find 25% of this $35. So you can use a proportion or an equation. I'm going to use an equation here. I want to know 25% of a total $35. So since I'm doing an equation, I'm doing 0.25, my percent is a decimal, times my total, 35, and for that answer, I get $8.75. So since I'm getting a 25% discount, I'm basically getting $8.75 off the original price. So the next thing I have to do is actually find the sale price. So it was $35. I'm going to subtract the $8.75 so I can find the actual price that I'm going to pay for these shorts. So I have to do some borrowing here. And I get $26.25. So that's the first method that I can use in order to find the cost of the shorts. Another method is to instead first find the percent of the discounted price. So every item's original price is 100% of the price. So I'm trying to find out the discounted percent. So if it starts at 100%, and they're giving me 25% off, I'm going to subtract 25%, and I'm actually paying 75% for these shorts. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to figure out that sale price. I'm going to figure out what is 75% of 35. So I'm doing an equation. You can also do it in a proportion. So I'm doing my 75% as a decimal times my total, $35, and I get x equals 26.25. So two different methods. I get the same answer each way. You can choose whichever method you prefer. All right, this time we've got some shoes on sale, and these shoes are marked 40% off, now $33. So they're basically telling us the sale price. They're telling us the part that we are paying, but we're trying to find out the original price, the original total. Okay, so you can use an equation or you can use a proportion. I'm going to use an equation again. This time I have the part that I'm going to pay, $33. Since it's 40% off here, I'm paying a total of 60%. So 40% off of 100% leaves me with 60%, which as a decimal is 0.6. And I'm trying to find my total here, which I'm just going to call y. So the total is what's missing. So in order to solve this one, I'm going to divide each side by 0.6. Here it's going to cancel out. And I get for my total y equals 55. So the original item was $55, but since they're giving us 40% off, for a customer, it is now only $33. So let's take a look at a markup this time. So we're finding the selling price. A store has bought a bicycle for $70, but they want to make some profit when they sell it. So they're marking it up 20% for their customers. And we want to figure out what is the selling price. If I want to purchase that bike from that store, what am I going to have to pay? So once again, there's two different methods I can use. And I can use a proportion or I can use an equation to solve. So this time, if I'm going to use method 1, I'm first going to find the markup. So I need to know what is 20% of $70. So I'm going to use an equation. So 20% is 0.2 times $70. And 20% of $70 is 14. So they're going to be marking it up or adding $14 to the price. So now to figure out what they're going to charge for this bike, I'm going to take the original $70 they paid, add 14 to it, and they're going to charge their customers $84. So it'll be $84 if I want to purchase this bike. Another method I can use to find the percent of the marked up price. So every item is 100% to start. That's the original price. But they're marking it up 20%. They're adding 20%. So I'm actually paying 120% of that bicycle's value. So if I want to find what I'm paying, 120% as a decimal is 1.2 times my total was 70, and I get 84. So the bike is costing me $84. So two different methods that give me the same price.